Good afternoon, Tubbers. I don't know what it is about this place I'm at now. I've got these wasps outside and they're trying to get me. I'm not scared of wasps, but they're tapping on the window. They keep flying into the window. I think they're getting pretty desperate to get out of the cooler weather, I should suspect. Go away. Yes. I didn't film last week. I didn't feel I had too much to report. You don't want to see the same old stuff every week in, week out. I did a bit of filming this morning, the trip from Tuxford to Grantham, and the big food distribution warehouse that I often go to. Pretty good today. I was in and out within the hour, which for them is very good. So 7 pallets dropped in one go. Some days you'll turn up to work and your wagon will be loaded and your manifest will be ready. All the paperwork will be in your pack and it'll all be in order. And other days you'll turn up and your wagon will be empty, your manifest not be ready, and your paperwork not be there. This morning there were 2 of the Arctics that were shipping from the hub in Burton-on-Trent were late for whatever, I don't know what reason. So all my stuff was on one of those lorries. So I had to wait. So I didn't get out of the yard till gone 9 o'clock this morning, which was unfortunate. So that puts you on the back foot straight away. And because it was literally chuck it on board and go, I didn't check it off in the same way that I normally do. Normally I go through on the manifest, I check that everything there is on the manifest that's supposed to be. I then mark on the manifest where it is on the lorry, and I do that using abbreviations, using the near side, which would be your curb side, offside being the driver's side. So I do near side front if it's at the front, near side middle if it's at the middle, near side rear if it's rear, and vice versa for the driver's side. It helps me know when I pull up at a drop where I'm going to, where I open the curtain to, and that's the way it works. So, but this morning I didn't do that because of time. It was chuck it on and get out on the road. That's exactly what I did. Now it turns out my second drop was in Grantham, in the town centre itself, and they were a heating supply company, and it was 2 pallets of the cast iron wood burning stoves, very heavy, and I had to take them off with a pump truck. They don't have a forklift truck. So I fetched this one pallet off, and I noticed the other one was hiding behind another pallet, which is not normally when stuff's loaded onto your wagon. It's loaded in order that it comes off, within reason. There might be the odd pallet double stack somewhere, but that's generally how it works. And I noticed a pallet hiding behind another one, so I moved that big pallet out of the way, and then I noticed that this pallet I required was sat on top of another pallet. It was sat on like a pallet full of reed bar, and this pallet's only 8 inches high, so they've double stacked it, quite rightly. However, they've double stacked something that needed to be fetched off with a pump truck, and those that have used the pump truck will know that you can't, they're not forklifts, you can't fetch it, stuff off. So I was snookered. So I quickly thought, well, where can I go? Because I've been dropping in Grantham for a while, got to know some of my customers, etc. And the nearest place to me was just across the road that I knew. I popped in there, so I asked them to do me a favour, and they lifted it off and dropped it down. Then I went back round to the original customer. I was able to pump the pallet off, no problem. Then I get a phone call saying, before you disappear out of Grantham, please would you do this collection, blah blah blah. 8 pallets. And this particular place does bedding for animals. And all they do is shred paper and bag it up, and that's it. And a normal pallet, be it a Euro or regular pallet, whatever, when you stack stuff on, it's square, it comes in a box, or it sticks on the confinements. Well, this company, when they pack a pallet up, because it's bags of softer bedding, the only way I can describe it is they're like muffin tops. So they always take up a lot of room. Well, I said to my boss in the planning department, well, I've only got 4 left on board, and I'm delivering in the Vale of Belvoir. Why don't I go and get rid of them first, then go and fetch the 8 pallets from this pet supply place? No, you'll fit them on easy. I said, well, they are bulky. I mean, he's just looking at figures on a screen, right? And he knows how many pallets I can fit on, etc. And I'm sure he's been doing it before. You know, he's not new to this. And I said, okay. He said, no, get down there and stick them on. So I went. And lo and behold, I couldn't get all 8 pallets on, no matter how hard we tried. One of my pallets that I'm delivering today is light. I don't know what's in it, but I was able to put that back on reed bar, freeing up one more pallet space. But I'd still got 4 pallets taken up on my deck. So I thought it would be a struggle when I got there, and it was. No matter what they did to fit this pallet on, they couldn't do it, not without ripping the bags open, which would defeat the object. So yeah, I could only take 7 away. So now somebody has got to go back to pick up the 8th pallet, which makes no sense to me. I mean, if I delivered in the Vale of Belvoir, the A1, where this particular company is located, just down the A1. The A1's not far from the Vale of Belvoir, it's only 4 miles. It would have made sense to come here, get these drops done, go with an empty wagon, and got all that on board, no problem. But now the problem I've got is that I've got all my stuff on the back, because I wasn't able to move all the pallets to the back because it's too heavy. So I'll have a void now at the front, in front of the pallets I picked up from the pet place. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. You know, I dare say that void will get filled up with some more collections, but I've got to get from A to B. Did I take somebody to pull out on me something, I brake and all that lots, I'm going over, which is not good. So I might have to put this is the other annoying thing about this particular truck. This one doesn't have the overhead straps. Well, it does. It's got 4, and 2 of them are broken, which is not good enough in my opinion. But yeah, so I might have to put some sort of strap over it just to stop any forwards moving, because that's when you lose your loads, under braking, not under acceleration, because they don't accelerate hard enough. It's under braking. Somebody pulls out of you. That's why it's always a big deal when somebody pulls out on a truck, because they know they've got to pull the vehicle up because they don't want to hit the vehicle, but they know the load's going to shift. So yeah, so it's a real cock up really, and it would have been a lot easier the other way around, but no, you can't argue with some people. You just get on and do it. It's a lovely day. And there's a big, I don't know what that is, bird of prey up there. See if I can catch it. Can you see that? I don't think you can. I can't see because it's so bright in here. I don't think you'll see it. Huge. Oh. Why won't it focus? Oh, my focus is not working. Oh no. Oh no, my camera's broken. I'm going to have to switch it off. It wasn't broken, it was me. Yeah, we have in the Vale, where I live, we, I'd say in the past 5 years, we've got a lot of bird of prey moving. I don't know why that is. I mean, I've lived in the Vale for since 1997. Yep, 1998 moved in, August 98. And in the past 4, maybe 5 years, we've had peregrine falcons moving. And they're a big bird, close up. And I don't know what the explosion is, but they're not as frightened of you as you might think they'd be. I know I drove past one the other day, and he was just sat on the grass verge, and close up they're a really big bird, and he was flapping his wings about. I don't know if he got hold of something, but yeah, we've got an explosion on it in this part. I don't know if it's up and down the country, but yeah, that's what I've noticed. So yeah, I hope my afternoon gets a bit better. The wasps are still after me, look. Can you see him? Go away. You're not coming in. He wants my sandwich. No. Buzz off. Yes, another cracking day. Not much else to tell you. I shall catch you later. Bye.